for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yeah, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Can't buy a bare arm to give a flu shot to tonight.
No, I can't. Well, Junior gave me a...
Hold on, let me finish. He ran out of Junior.
Oh, Junior.
Junior. Woo! Junior. Junior producer Lauren, yes?
She lent me an arm, and I jabbed it with a needle.
She's 25.
Yeah.
She doesn't need a flu shot at 25, does she?
Yeah.
Well, let me say this, Drew.
I'd like to shoot me up if I was there.
Come on down. Come bring a break.
Yeah, you can use try to hit the same vein he uses to shoot the H in every night.
Speedball.
If you can hit that. Yes. Oh, speedball. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to insult you.
You'd be not so irritable if you were on just heroin.
He'd be much more docile. It's the speedball that's giving him the attitude. So here's the thing, Drew. Drew, every year you ask me if I want a flu shot, and every year I say no.
No, I gave it to you last year and the year before.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. I told you to leave me alone. No, you didn't. I think you gave it to me one year, but it wasn't last year.
I gave it to you. All right.
Oh, there was a shortage last year.
Right.
Here's the thing. I hope I get the flu.
Why?
It's
I
just want to be left alone for like 3 days. I just pray.
But remember, your wife called me last year when you actually did get sick. Finally,
no, it wasn't last year. This was a couple of years ago.
That thing where you were lying around moaning. I'm sorry for laughing, but
yeah,
I never get sick. I'll hear in the background, oh.
Yeah, I know. I know. It was awesome too. Because you want to know why? You know what the most awesome thing about that?
What's that?
My wife, who I normally pray goes out of town. This is actually the one weekend I wanted her to stay in town.
She had to go.
See, normally it's like, look, me and my friends are going to, see ya. I got to get a poker game going. But this was the one weekend where I physically could not move myself from the bed to the bathroom. I couldn't physically get food from the kitchen and bring it up the stairs. Mm-hmm. I was so sick that I couldn't move.
Yeah.
And I was just depleted. I mean, it's like I got backed over by a truck. Yeah. And I was devastated, and it was actually the one weekend where she was going to Vegas, and I just sat in my bed and just like an invalid just sort of moaned at the ceiling.
No one was there.
For 2 days. But you want to know the worst part about this and that entire event?
No.
I'll tell you the worst part.
No.
The flu was going around, and it was a kind of thing where I was working for Kimmel, not a sympathetic character, and I think I called at 8 in the morning and said, there's just no way. I'm having difficulty dialing. If we weren't in the same area code, I couldn't finish dialing. Yeah. I only got 7 numbers in me.
But you had missed a couple days before that or something?
No. Well, no.
So you were late or something?
Well, no, not late, but, I'm always I got a career.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Right.
Here's my point. I called in sick to work, which was the Kimmel show. I showed up the following Monday, and it was like, yeah, Seth had the flu pretty bad, too, but he came in, and everyone pulled that crap where it's like, yeah, I woke up at 5 a.m. just blowing chow, but I drank some Gatorade about 8:45. I felt a little better, so I just came in about 10 in the morning, and everyone was a hero, and it was like, yeah, see that, Carolla? Do you see the commitment they have? And I was like, you don't understand that I was not physically capable of sitting upright in the goddamn bed. And everyone did that. Yeah, everyone had the flu, Adam. And it was like, no, people were sick, people were throwing up, maybe someone had food poisoning. They didn't have what I had, which is I'm a very hardy person. I do not complain much. I could not stand up.
Right.
And it was like, yeah. All right, so you mailed it in. You just took the day off. Look, everyone's entitled to sick.
That's the way I was.
It drives me insane.
After my hernia operation.
Yes.
I was just like that. And
yes, you were
not.
Puss.
You were not.
No, I was working the following morning. Yes, a testament to my intestinal fortitude is I got hernia surgery at 5:30 in the afternoon, and at 7 a.m. the following day I was hanging closet door.
And then a week later, they operated on your chest.
I kicked my ass, but it didn't slow me down.
Yeah.
I was still up the next day. Now, this flu was brutal 2 or 3 years ago or whenever the hell it was.
That being
said, no, it's not last year.
Can't believe it.
That being said, I'm going to forego the flu shot which now guarantees me getting the flu. But again, I invite the flu.
Let me give you the shot.
I want the flu. Only if that shot has the flu. If you're willing to infect me with the flu, I'll do it.
Nope.
Let me tell you what I did today, Drew. I had this wonderful day.
You watched tapes last night until 4 in the morning, and then not the tapes you enjoy, not the usual tapes.
Not the porn.
No.
I did manage to shoehorn a couple of those in, sure. Here's the thing. I did Tuesdays is 2 shows for me.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's like 2 monologues, 2 opening, whatever, 2 interviews, 2 everything. One, I'd like to do a half a show, quite frankly, but Tuesdays, 4 o'clock show, 7:30 show. We finish at 8:30, and then I run for my car like I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, not for here. It's 8:30. I'm going to run home. I'm going to, hit my dog on the belly, and I'm going to skip rope for half an hour. I'm going to take a half hour worth of nap, and then it's back down the hill, and it's here. I sprinted home. I got home at like 8:47. My ass hit the sofa, and the phone rang. What's up? We need you to come back here.
No.
What happened?
Oh, my God.
We're doing a big edit. We just need you to loop something. We just need to say one word. I'm like, can I do it over the phone? No. Well, can we do it tomorrow? Tape's got to go out on the bird tonight by 9:30. Just come on back. Just got back, and here I am, baby. That's why I want the flu, Drew. Do you understand me?
Yep, got it.
All right.
Done and done.
All right. Too late, everybody. Adam Carolla, Comedy Central, 11:30. Jen?
Yes.
17?
17.
What's up? I gotta goddamn tell you, there is just nothing worse than you being so sick that you're physically moaning out loud and alone in a house.
I know.
I was so goddamn sick that I was just alone going, alone. I was doing, and Drew, please tell everyone I'm capable of having surgeries and getting up the following morning. I never would ever. And the only thing worse than that is showing up to work Monday morning with 3 other a-holes are going, yeah, I didn't feel too good either, but I pulled it together. I came in. No. Yeah, same thing. No, we had the same flu. No, the flu's going around. No, we all had the exact same thing.
Horrible.
You're just too big a puss. They don't say that, but that's the deal.
That's
You're not committed to your work. Listen, I care about my job. We're different that way. And I'm thinking to myself, there's just no possible way you could have stood up if you felt like I felt.
Right.
And there's nothing worse than getting hit with the wuss label. Now, granted, I'm lazy. Granted, I don't like work, but I ain't a wuss.
It's funny. We're different that way. I like work. I'll go to it no matter what. Whenever I get sick, that's how I get sick. When I get a virus, that's what it does to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every damn time. It's one of my kids it happens too.
You have the hernia surgery.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
What's so?
Oh, come on.
Jen?
Yeah.
17?
17.
What's up, baby doll?
So I've been living with my boyfriend for almost a year now, and everything is, fine and everything, but he won't go down on me or anything. He won't do anything for me except for have sex with me, but he expects me to do things for him.
What is it you're looking for him to do for you? Buy flowers? Chocolates?
That'd be really fabulous if he bought me flowers. I'm actually trying to I want him to buy me flowers, but it's more sexual things. Like, I want him to, go down on me and stuff. Because I've been sexually active for a long time, and I'm...
Sure, you're 17.
Yeah,
I mean, I
50s,
think Carter
50s.
Was in office when you popped your hymen.
Well, I was 13, so
Ooh,
I was
what happened?
young.
Why so young?
I don't know. I just I got curious fast, and just things happened.
Well, I'll tell you what. Every time a woman says, I tried sex because I'm curious, she has an alcoholic tendency.
Really?
Yeah, that's what that ends up being in my life. So, Jen, any alcoholism in your family?
There's no alcoholism in my family.
All right. Well, look.
Are you a Mormon?
No, I'm not Mormon.
Wow, Drew, actually, I saw your mouth move. You synced it up perfectly. Awesome, buddy. Hey, Jen, here's the thing. There we go. Don't be scared to tell the guy what you want. Don't be scared to demand it, and don't be scared to... You're holding all the cards. You got the cards.
Yes.
Yes. Just don't. No more. No more.
That's it. Yeah. No more, honey, until you get down and get going.
You know what I was thinking about today, Drew? I don't know, when I brought Jimmy Carter up a minute ago. You know what's wrong with today's leaders, today's presidents?
Yeah.
They have it right in other countries. They don't have no facial hair. I was going back and looking on the computer, and I was seeing these guys, these McKinleys and the
lots of
Buchanans and these Peppers. These guys.
Grant. Lincoln.
ZZ Top.
Yeah.
These guys were mountain men. They didn't look like Tom Selleck, and they didn't look like Don Johnson. They just had full-blown grab-ass beards. And those things were hanging down.
And then it went to mustache with Taft and Roosevelt.
Yeah, Roosevelt had a nice stash. Then it's gone. We look like pussies now. But you give me a guy. You know the guy I would vote for? Here's a guy I would vote for. He wears a top hat, and he has that look where he has the mutton chop sideburns that's connected to the mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
And that's all he ever says. Look at, and it's like, well, how do you feel about how do you feel about second trimester? I'm not going to answer any of your questions. Look at the facial hair. Yeah, thank you.
Remember that was Burnside? Isn't that the Civil War general that looked like that?
Yes, I think it was. I just a guy who decides to connect the mustache to the sideburns, but not have the chin part of the hair or the neck.
Yeah.
First off, you think this guy's effing around with the interns in the Oval Office?
No
Do you
way.
think this guy's in the pocket of big business or big oil companies or the NRA? No. Hell no, he's his own man. He answers to his God. And believe me, it ain't Allah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a guy who just gets my vote. It's just, who is this guy? I don't even know his name. He has a top hat, and he has a salt and pepper pork chops. It's connected to the mustache. I'm voting for him.
That's a little too bizarre for me. I want a Ulysses S. Grant beard coming back.
Big beard?
The close-cut beard. Full facial beard.
Well, here's the thing. You know why I realized the beard went away? We don't have any fat presidents anymore.
Oh, that's right.
We
have chins.
We used to have huge guys, and when a huge guy gets big and fat, he grows a beard.
Right.
Now he's no longer a fat ass; he's a big man.
Right.
And that's the way they look at these guys. They weren't like, oh, Buchanan was a lard ass. They was like, he's a big man, or whoever. Whoever these guys were, they had these big beards, and they packed themselves into these, these tails, these coats, or these ties. All of a sudden, you just look like these big hulking mountain men. If they shaved it off and put a tie on, you go like, oh, look at this guy with the pink cheeks and the three chins. What do we get, a dyke in here, or do we get a dude? Let's bring back the facial hair.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah?
But I think a beard, like full beard.
I don't know. What about my thing where they connect the mustache?
Let's put it this way. A guy that can pull it off without looking like a total a-hole gets my vote.
Okay.
All right?
I'll tell you the other good thing about the beard. Guy, he's got to do some thinking on a subject, He's scratching. He's giving it some thought. After much and careful consideration, he does the scratch. I'd just vote for that guy. He'd be better than any other wusses that were just sort of bought and sold 20 years ago anyway.
But you're right, nobody has beards anymore.
Nobody has beards anymore. Everyone's in shape. Everyone's tan. It's like some sort of, it's just some sort of like a teen competition now. I want a fat guy with a beard. And I want a physically imposing guy who just can scare the ass. Like, he's going to meet with the crazy guy from China who looks like one of my mom's friends with the bad tint in the hair. And this 6'4", 310-pound behemoth of a man just comes spats. He just spats in a beard, and he shakes the guy's hand, and he starts squeezing it real hard, and like Kim Jong-un, just almost tacos from the strength of this guy's
Fletch
big
for president.
hand.
Fletch. Let's put him up there. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying, though, Drew? And looking ominous.
Yep. I'm for
intimidating.
It. Yep.
Big man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
His word is his bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a great idea.
There's no treaties. No treaties. He doesn't sign anything. It's just a firm handshake. Yes?
Yes.
Well, here's what I'm saying. He's essentially the mascot for this country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He
But
should be
you're
an
going to
ascot.
start a football team, you get a bear.
Yeah.
You don't get you don't just get a pigeon or something.
No Lord Jeff or anything.
You don't
like
get some
that.
skinny need something other. You get just a big grizzly bear. You are the mascot for this country.
Why don't we just get a guy in a big sort of foam costume
Yeah.
with a big beard on it?
Okay, then. Now you're thinking. Big foam costume. I just mean he's got to be one of these guys that has that big barrel chest. Big. It's hard to tell if he's fat. He may be fat. You call him fat. Yeah, I don't have the balls to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. It's the guy I'm talking about. Chris?
Yeah, hey.
Looks a little like Stacy Keach.
Yeah, hey. Ooh, not that bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, 20 years.
Yeah,
We're talking Mike Hammer days.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm calling out of St. Louis. I just got like a couple questions to ask you guys, some really important advice here. My first question is that this one girl I've been going on a few dates with, she takes medication for chlamydia. And
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
And it was kind of weird, that...
Now it's
Chris,
bogus.
please.
Oh, man.
I know. It's like,
Nice try, Chris.
Yeah.
STD,
Talk about bad acting. Keanu Reeves is laughing his ass off right now. He's like, I didn't think there was an actor worse than I am. Oh, yeah.
It's Chris in St.
It's
Louis.
Chris from St. Louis.
No. Okay, well, I mean, that's what she had told me, and I was...
Yeah.
Chris, there's no such thing as continuing, really. I mean, I guess they could give her tetracycline, but chlamydia is treated with a single dose of an antibiotic.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Horrible.
So what do you talk?
I don't really know too much about STDs because I've never had any, but, I mean, it's just that...
Why don't you just say it's a bogus call and you just wanted an excuse to call in, and let's talk about chlamydia?
No, it's not even that. I had two other questions for you guys. I wanted for sure if you wanted
All right. Let's hear what are the other two?
Okay, my other question is that, I don't like using condoms just because, I've never gotten used to it, but my way of, not getting a girl pregnant is by, orgasming by myself before I have sex with a girl. That way I don't do it while I'm having sex with her.
Perfect. So the semen just sitting right there on the tip of the urethra, and you deliver it right into the
slowly
cervix.
drips out.
Well
That's
done.
awesome. Yeah.
Well done. Perfect.
No. I mean, I just thought, maybe that'd be a good idea.
Hey, Chris, I'm not kidding. That's what you do. The semen sits at the tip of the urethra. You put it into the vagina and deliver the sperm right there. It just comes swimming right off the tip.
Yep.
Good job.
All right. So, Chris, that's a
horrible idea.
Right.
Have you ever heard a doctor or anybody recommend that as a way to achieve birth control?
No. I mean,
Okay. Well, there's a reason for that. It's a horrible idea. It doesn't
He
work.
didn't get last month's jam out of it, to be fair.
I guess not.
Neighbor ripped it off out of the mailbox.
And chlamydia is something that's generally treated as a single dose of an antibiotic. It's azithromycin. It's easily curable. No big deal for men. Men get sort of painful urination and discharge.
Mm-hmm.
Women can get infertility, though.
What else you got, Chris?
And my third thing is that, I really like doing, the anal sex with a girl,
Oh, without a condom, that's great.
Right.
Well, no, I mean... It's
With a condom.
I just really like doing that with a girl, and it's kind of hard for me to, really, achieve orgasm, while having sex, pulling out and everything, unless there's the anal sex involved in that, I mean, if it's straight up, just having sex with a girl, vaginally, I mean, it's just your everyday thing, but...
It's what?
It's an everyday thing.
It's an everyday thing, I see.
Right.
I mean, because every girl is going to have sex, that's the normal way, but, I mean, there's a lot of girls that really don't like to do it, in the ass, and I say that...
Hold on, I'm riding as fast as I can here.
trying to track
Chris,
this.
these pearls of wisdom. Just slow down for a second. You're saying every girl wants it in the ass? Or did I mishear that?
I'm just saying that
So they all want it.
Girls like it.
I see. Okay, so what percentage don't want it? What percentage do you think would have anal sex with you, Chris?
Maybe about 30-40%.
30-40%? All right. That's not bad.
How many do you actually have to tie up to get them to do that?
Oh, I mean,
40%
I've never had
is a decent batting
They wanted
average.
me to, unless they were into bondage or something, then of course I would.
All right, buddy. What's going on? Junior college, Chris?
No, I was playing football at a college and I injured my back, so I came back home to St. Louis and.
Where were you playing football?
I was playing football at Mizzou. I was second string right tackle. I was just going in freshman year and
got a man
for the
fudge guy. Yeah. All right, Chris.
Yeah.
You got some interesting thoughts.
It really is Cyrano de Bergerac here, isn't it?
Yeah. I need you to focus on your life and not on the ass. That's what I need.
I'm curious. Wait. I got to before. What is it about the rare entry that is so compelling to him? I don't get that. What is it about that that's so intriguing for you, Chris?
I am prepared to be blown away.
Yeah,
Drew.
of course.
I think what it is with me is that I haven't met a lot of girls that like it in the ass, so whenever I come across a girl that does it, I'm just hugely attracted to it. I'm all right, that's really cool, and I'll get excited about it, and of course I'll do it, and I mean, it's just the sensation of it, of course, is different,
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, when you find a woman, the rare diamond amongst the chunks of coal who want vaginal sex, you hang on to that, the rare brown diamond. You hang on to her with both hands and don't ever let go.
And when does that come up in the date? Is that over a dessert?
I'd say between the salad and the main course, usually, or if they get an appetizer. Yeah. All right, let's take a break.
Yes, I'm ready.
I need a shower.
All right.
Let's see. Just found out he was adopted. Mad at his parents. Waited too long.
Canadian.
All right, I got choice words for Adrian. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Hell yeah! F yeah! Loveline, y'all.
Hey, something I forgot to say on the last segment. All callers who get on the air tonight who are 18 over get 2 tickets to see Cry Wolf. In theaters everywhere this Friday. You Lie, You Die.
Yeah.
It's about a group of students who create an online murderer who comes to life and kills everybody.
I think that was Wolfman Jack's.
You Lie, You Die.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
And for those of you that get on the air and get the tickets, you'll be put in a drawing to go to Europe to see a block party.
Wow, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Where in Europe? Anywhere they're playing?
Anywhere they're playing. Look at that list.
It's all over the place. Wait a minute, Drew.
We could go.
I'm telling you, Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jack's catchphrase was, if I'm lying, I'm dying.
Really?
Now, this has the word wolf in it.
Ah.
Now, nobody thinks they're clever because I'm the only man on the planet that would make that correlation or connection.
Unless he appears in this or something? Or
Now, it's how the subconscious works.
Yeah.
The person that thought of it didn't realize that's what did it to him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, I'll tell you, during the break, we saw a picture of Ambrose Burnside, General Burnside.
That's where the word comes from?
And I'll tell you, this guy had sideburns like you've never seen before, baby. It was just like he took 2 otters and taped them to the side of his head. Did it just look like that? Took the tails and connected them?
The front, yeah.
Connected them in the front?
Yep.
It was like, it was really like if you just took 2 ferrets and you just Scotch taped them to the side of your face, and you took both tails and you just crossed them across under your nose.
It really looks like he's wearing a helmet that comes down over his nose.
All I'm saying is I want that guy running for president. He gets my vote. No shenanigans with that guy's all business. No, he's not going to his ranch in Crawford, Texas for 33 days, taking himself a little summer vacation. This guy doesn't.
Can't see the ball.
So golf doesn't even. If he had a club, the shaft would be made of bamboo. This is a guy.
Caning?
Yes. This guy's up. He looks. A golf club to him is a weapon. And that's about it. That's all he can use off is to fend off intruders and to discipline his own kin. It's not going to be used for sport. This is a guy who's up every morning with the sun.
Having a constitutional.
Firing off a
cannon on his roof.
Yeah. That's right. He's having a constitutional. Yeah. What happened to the president? He died. What happened? Consumption. He even gets killed by an old disease.
And dropsy.
Abby?
Yeah.
You're 30? Wait a minute. I want to talk to Adrian for a second. Hold on a second, Abby. Adrian?
Yeah.
I keep losing Abby. She's been on hold forever and just dropped off a couple
Oh, really? Hang on. Hurry, Adrian.
I'm in Toronto.
Yeah. What's up?
Wait. How do you hear us? Wait. How do you hear us in Toronto?
I used to listen to a station out of Buffalo, but I guess you're not on there anymore. So now I just download the shows off a website.
Thank you.
We filmed the Olsen twins film in Toronto. Everything gets filmed.
I
in
was
Toronto.
actually in that.
You were in the film.
Yeah, well, just an extra, so not a big deal or anything. But.
Good times. We filmed it. A lot of stuff I filmed was in a house out in a beautiful neighborhood in the outskirts.
Adrian?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm 23 years old, and I just found out I was adopted a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
How'd you find that out?
To confront my parents about it yet, because it's just kind of.
How'd you find out?
For me. Well, I guess since I've been little, we every Monday night we have something called Family Home Evening. Before you asked, yeah, we're Mormons, and I guess my dad kept like a journal, and we were allowed to read the journal, but no one really ever did because it was just kind of gay.
You a Mormon?
Right.
Yeah, I'm Mormon. So yeah, I was reading.
It was gay to read the journal or gay to write the journal?
No. My dad wrote in it.
You see what I'm saying? What does he think was gay about it? All right, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't bother reading it because I just thought it was kind of dumb, you know.
We used to do a thing every Friday night when I was growing up where my dad would play the piano, and we would all sit around. It was called Family at the Grand, or FAG, we used to call it. It was better times.
Oh, yeah.
Better times. But it'd be, and on nights when my dad would work late and we couldn't do it, he would just yell, "Fag off." When he yelled "fag off," that meant, we weren't doing it that night.
So fagging was off.
Yeah, fag off. Yeah. It was awesome. Miss that guy. Oh, wait a minute, he's alive. Yeah, go ahead, Adrian.
Yeah, so a few days ago I saw the journal. I was like, oh, heck, I'll read it and just kind of, read about some of the things my dad wrote. And one of the things was about going through the adoption process of adopting me. And, so since then I've just been so, weirded out by it. I don't know what to do, and I don't know.
Why? I don't know if I would tell my kid he was adopted if I adopted him.
Well, did you tell them you found this and were upset about it?
No, I still haven't confronted them about it.
Maybe they thought they had told you. Maybe as a kid they told you and you just dropped it.
You know what I think? I think there's a window. I think there's a window that you need to tell your children by somewhere between the age of, 12 and 18. And if you don't do it in that window, and I would put it off too, then all of a sudden the kid's, in the second year of college, and it's weird now.
Yeah.
And you're scared he's going to freak. And now at this point, you just rationalize, look, this is just better. Forget it. Yes?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
People get obsessed with this. Here's the thing you need to know. Your biological dad just banged your biological mom and wasn't around. I'm playing the odds. Your biological mom was a teenager who, light
amphetamine problem.
At best had a light problem with speed, and at worst was just a prostitute. You owe these people nothing. You finding these people would be a horrible disappointment to you.
There was a mitzvah that they handed you off to these wonderful people that are your parents.
Yes, and ironically, definitely not Jews, but because they're Canadian and they give the kid up for adoption and they're pregnant. Right. The biological parents.
Yes.
The point is you're going to become obsessed with this, and the worst, depending on how your life goes. If your life goes great, you won't be obsessed with it, because people that have great lives don't become obsessed with things that happened in the past. People that have horrible lives hang on to them and just squirrel them away. They become prized possessions, these
resentment,
these things from the past, and they nurture them, and they water them, and they feed them, and they cultivate them.
Yep.
So, move forward. All right.
We can't hear it.
All right. Well, it's powerful words anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, do it.
It's a good thing we have a national radio show where we can't hear the callers. It's nice.
Well,
nobody heard that one, guys.
All right.
To be fair, it's only been going on about 18 months, or maybe 2.5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Abby,
Yes.
you're 30?
Yes.
Turn your radio down, please.
Yeah, it's down.
All right.
What's your question?
I just got diagnosed with some cervical, dysplasia.
Right. And what's the question?
Oh, dysplasia could be a great name for one of David Allen Greer's black kids.
It's precancerous dysplasia.
Right. Yes. What's the question?
So they
what's the question?
want to freeze it off.
Right. You have to have that. It will turn into cancer if you don't.
But this other woman who had cancer of the cervix just took vitamin E and told me that it went away.
No. Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible. Either she didn't have it, or she's going to die of cervical cancer.
Well, Drew, you're the man, man. I mean, you're in the hip pocket of the drug companies, man. I mean, you're just trying to move some poison so you can keep your big house.
When I was younger, I was raped and got dysplasia. And
you got the wart virus that causes recurrences of dysplasia. So, and they can come and go, and there are different degrees.
Colposcopy, and
it went away. I
Right.
never ever
It can go away, and there are various different ways of classifying it, but some are more serious than others, and some have to be taken out and will be very likely to go on to cancer.
But they literally gave me this option of like,
what?
do you want to freeze it or do you want to come back in 3 months and see if it went away?
Then you take the option. If you want to be more conservative, that both are reasonable approaches. I think going back in 3 months is fine. They do. It does sometimes go away. But there are certain ones that have to be taken out. So this is clearly on the fence. If it progresses after 3 months, then you take it out.
All right. You ready to keep it rocking?
Yeah,
Drew?
I mean, it's not like they're withholding information. There are people a lot smarter than you and I who dedicate thousands of careers to studying this stuff to give best practices so people don't die of cervical cancer.
Well, what about vitamin E?
Yeah. By the way, vitamin E has been completely now debunked. They're saying no one should be taking it.
Oh, none of that crap works for anything. You got to get medicine, baby. Unless
you're fighting a very profoundly abnormal physiology.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the deal. If you have a made-up disease, then you can take a made-up remedy.
Right.
You can take some of that holistic BS, and it cures things that you don't really have. If you really have something, then you got to take the man's powder. That's how it works.
Very simple.
The people that claim to be cured by the holistic stuff or the nature stuff or all that crap, they never had anything in the first place. You actually have something, you got to see somebody, and you got to take the man's medicine. That's what I don't understand. It's easy.
South Park did such a great episode on that. Kenny got, or I think Stan got kidney failure.
Yeah.
And they were treating him with all this stuff, and finally he starts dying. They go, "Well, we're not doctors. I mean, what do you expect?" It's like,
yeah.
What do you mean? You can't pretend
baby.
that you're treating people for conditions that you have no idea. You don't even have to define them.
Western medicine, man.
God.
In the Orient, they treat the mind.
Oh my God!
You understand?
It's just
because that's where it emanates from. Your colon, your rectal cancer, it starts up here, man. It's in your mind. You take some E. Hey, you drinking green tea? You're drinking green tea.
Of course.
You get a coffee enema? Huh?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right.
Line it up.
You're cured. Yeah. Same with AIDS. None of that AZT.
Well, AIDS isn't caused by any virus. It's
right.
a man's condition.
Right.
Just read the Spin magazines from 5 years ago. It goes on and on about it.
Sure. They know what they're talking about.
What was that magazine that just went on about?
I don't know. I don't know.
Conspiracy behind AIDS.
Yeah. You know they know what they're talking about when it comes to sound medical advice, because in the back of the magazine they advertise wicker baskets you can hang from the ceiling and pork your girlfriend from. So come on, Drew. Come on. And supplements to make your boobs bigger. Come on.
And it's so interesting. Why would you trust doctors when you broke your leg and needed a surgery, but not when your kidneys are failing?
I'll tell you why you trust a doctor when you get a compound fracture, because you actually have something
that they can see. They don't understand the stuff they can't see. They can fantasize about.
Yeah,
and think they understand. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. Let me ask you. Let me just riddle me this, everybody. You want to talk about Western medicine? You want to talk about the man? You want to talk about the holistic thing or the wisdom of the Orient? When a world leader gets sick somewhere else, where do they fly them to? Yeah? Bok choy? You idiots? They fly them here because we got the goods, because they're sick. That's why they come here. When they got to split conjoined twins, where do they go? Huh? They go to the Orient? No, they come here because we know what the F we're doing. And it's not because we rub leaves together. It's because we have people that read books and conduct surveys and do studies and spend lifetimes working on this. You retards. How dare all of you. And by the way, don't do me any favors. You take all your holistic crap and I'll see you in the ground. Enjoy. Jennifer?
Yes.
Yeah, and by the way, as I've said many times, what happened to all the people that got AIDS that went the holistic route? Where are they? And by the way, they didn't do it. They wanted AZT. They just wanted it to be free, but they wanted AZT.
No, I had a bunch of patients that died.
Because they didn't do it.
They freaked out and wouldn't do anything. Yeah, and they just died.
Yeah. But Drew, what about the wisdom of the Orient? Come on, buddy. Idiots. Jennifer.
Yes. Hi.
23?
Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, yeah, I'm 23. I am 5 months pregnant, and a week and a half ago, I started getting
like I went to the restroom and I had like blood in, like when I wiped the tissue, like I was bleeding, but not like a thick blood. So I went to the hospital and they did like an ultrasound and they did everything, and it ended up that I had a bladder infection, which is my second bladder infection since I've been pregnant.
That's not good.
And
Not good? Why? Why is that bad?
I've never had bladder infections ever.
Well,
and
but
I'm, like,
obviously the mechanics of your bladder function are completely altered by the pregnancy, and as is your immune system for that matter. But bladder infections can put the pregnancy at some risk. So it's something that needs to be attended to most definitely.
So, and I've been on antibiotics for like a week and a half now, and I go see like my OB/GYN doctor next week.
OB/GYN?
I have trouble with that too. You know why I don't like OB/GYN? Because it's obgyn. You should be spelling out all the letters.
Obstetrics gynecologist?
Yeah.
OBSTERICK.
No, here's what I'm saying. There's not many words where you have an abbreviated version of two words, like you say NATO. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just trying.
You don't say NATO.
You know, in medicine we do a lot. We say ortho. We say internal med. We say
all right. But you know what I mean? There's not too many things where
psych.
Well, you say ortho, but you don't say ORTH.
We might say...
this is OBGYN. It's weird. You should say obgyn.
Yeah.
Like ortho.
Yeah, you should actually say it.
You should say
spell it. Yeah.
Because you think it stands for something when you say the letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're right. Like it's an acronym.
Yeah.
Right.
Like NATO. Jennifer?
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying?
And so I've been taking my antibiotics for like a week and a half. The first bladder infection, there wasn't like any blood or any weirdness or anything, but I'm still bleeding, and I'm almost like today's the last day that I take my antibiotics.
You need to go back and get a repeat culture for sure. Soon, maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight?
Yeah.
I'll do it in the morning. Okay. Don't freak her out. Right. Let's take a break. Can't stop thinking about lesbian girlfriend. She left to get married.
It's a good one, huh?
Yeah, seems good. Kristen?
Yes.
You can't stop thinking about your lesbian girlfriend?
Yes.
That you left to get married to a man?
Yes.
Hang on. That's solid as Sears. Take a quick break. It's a throwback call, Drew.
Oh, yes.
We'll be right back after this.
Yeah, it's Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191, and all callers 18 or over get on the air tonight will receive 2 tickets to see Cry Wolf, about a group of mischievous students that exploit the news of a recent murder. They put an online spoof together, and the online killer comes to life.
Well, you don't monkey around.
Not with stuff online. You don't email something, don't expect it to actually come to life or to pass.
Yeah.
And everyone who wins qualifies to win a trip to see Block Party. They did the movie soundtrack anywhere in Europe. This Friday, it is in theaters everywhere. You Lie, You Die.
You know, I miss movies where stuff used to get hit with lightning, and it would animate.
Yes,
it would come to life.
There's different things. There was meteors with radiation.
Yeah, radiation. But it used to be that if you were working on something, all it would take is a good lightning strike to sort of zap it into life.
Oh, yeah.
And I think about the people who've actually been hit with lightning who don't have use of the right side.
Or are dead.
Or are dead. But even more comical, the people are like, oh, yes, I've been hit by lightning. Yeah. Must be offensive every time they watch one of these movies.
Right.
It gets hit by lightning and animated. Meanwhile, they're 6 years of rehab to learn how to hold a pen in the right hand again, you know? Yeah. I say lightning second only to radiation in what it actually does versus what it does in the movie.
Right. And to be fair, it's really television that screwed it up, not movies so much.
Yeah. All right. You ready to rock here, Drew?
Yep.
Let's talk to Kristen. Kristen? 25. Can't stop thinking about lesbian girlfriend. You were in a lesbian relationship.
Yes.
And you broke it off.
How long were you in that relationship?
I was in a relationship about a year.
And who broke up with whom?
We kind of, I know no relationship was ever really a mutual breakup, but it was kind of like she found the guy that she liked and I found the guy I liked, so we kind of just like whatever.
So you guys were just hanging out. I mean, just sort of...
You weren't committed lesbians.
I mean, just doing your thing until a guy came around and someone with a paycheck showed up.
Or a penis.
Or both.
Okay. Nathaniel.
I don't know. The man I married was my best friend, so I don't know.
Ish. Let's hope he wasn't your best
I need
friend.
a lot of information about Kristen. I'm not
You
sure
were
we can,
his.
I'm not sure we can do this.
Oh, you married your best friend. Were you ever abused?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't have to say yes. If when I hear
1,000, 2,000.
Here's how it goes.
Were you sexually abused?
1,000. The answer is always yes, because you're angry, and you have to do that weird thing that makes me angry when you give the 3 Mississippi before every goddamn answer. All right, so you're abused and
screwed with your sense of your
made you
sexuality,
confused.
boundary problems, used to chaos, probably selected some bad guys along the way, got brutalized by them.
And you married your best friend, and now you're bored because this guy's a nice guy.
Right.
And
You got to sabotage this one by bringing the lesbian back.
Yeah, you start fantasizing about the old relationship, and that's going to destroy this relationship.
Perfect. Well,
all right.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Why don't you just do it, though, so you don't, sort of get it over with.
Don't prolong the agony. No, he's kidding. Why don't you get some treatment so you don't keep injecting chaos into your relationships? You can't hang with the lesbian. You can't commit to her. You can't commit to the guy. It's all your abuse history.
Do you have kids?
Oh, please.
I have 2.
Oh, my God.
2? From this guy?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
How the hell did that work? How long have you been married?
3 years.
3 years. And, okay, so...
How dare you even think about
You can't even entertain this with kids, goofball. You got to get some help. Who abused you?
My dad.
My babysitter when I was about 8.
Nice.
One time?
It was about a 2-year thing.
Okay, that's why you're so angry. You were going to F up your kids royally. Get some therapy, sweetie.
Please, on their behalf.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Yeah,
that's
all
easy.
right.
All right.
The 3-second rule never disappoints with people that were sexually abused or physically abused.
She had an extra 1,000 at the end there.
Yeah, a little kick in the nuts on her way out.
Right.
No, that's it. People want to know how we know.
It's how they make us feel.
You put on a set of headphones and listen to 1,000 people a year, you'll start categorizing them very quickly. And guess what? You can't help it. That's all your brain does. They tell you, oh, no, quit profiling. Your brain can't stop profiling. That's all it does. You put headphones on, you start listening to different voices from around the country, your brain starts categorizing. Mm-hmm. It just starts filing. And then when it hears one that reminds it of another one, it makes the connection.
Brings it back, yeah.
And before you know it, you have a whole S-load in one pile.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you do naturally. To tell you not to do that is to just tell you to die.
Be more enlightened because you could stop profiling, Adam. You profile everybody.
Kiss my
and
ass.
Everyone's an individual.
Pussies.
How dare you? Everyone's an individual, and everyone's different.
Yeah, we're all different. Yeah, it's just like we are physiologically.
Right. I can't study medicine because everyone's different.
No 2 bypass surgeries are the same.
No, because everyone's an individual.
No, it's no use it's no use doing experiments on people because we're all biologically different. Once you cut us
antibiotics
open,
for pneumonia, they're completely different for each person. So why?
Yeah. And the hernia operation and procedure you
both
had.
of us had?
1,000,000% different between the both of us. Same with the LASIK surgery when they do that. Different person, different eyelids. Yeah. So if all that's exactly the same, doesn't it stand to reason that the thing that is actually made of tissue that is running
your brain,
this machine,
the brain,
namely your brain, functions the same way too?
Of course.
How could it not, would be my question. What's everyone so stupid for?
Let's take a break.
All right. Who are we going to talk to when we come back?
I'm not sure.
Blood in the urine. Dating 34-year-old. Thinking about marrying. Kelly, male? Older?
Ooh.
I don't trust dudes named Kelly, although they're usually pretty cool. Kelly?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You thinking about marrying your 34-year-old girlfriend?
I wouldn't mind.
Does she have kids?
Yes. 16-year-old daughter.
Ooh. Maybe.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Put her on layaway.
No.
Layaway. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just checking off the calendar. Just checking off the date and telling, hey, when's your 18th birthday, sweetie pea?
Cha-ching at the nail.
Stepdad's taking you out. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Ready to rock here, Drew?
Let's go. Dr. Jason one.
Thoughts on DNA, PCR?
Get rid of that.
PCR?
Polymerase chain reaction.
HIV? You want to talk on that?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Hello?
Carlos?
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Dr. Drew.
What's up?
I had a question. I've been listening to you guys for a while. I was recently exposed, say, around about late July, around 28th. I got very sick. I thought I was infected with HIV.
Uh-oh.
I had a PCR DNA test, which was negative at 20 days, and another one at 36 days.
Cool.
What are you, a paramedic?
No, the doctor. I did a lot of research online, and it said it could detect early detections of HIV.
No, that's not what I mean.
How'd you get exposed?
How'd you get exposed?
Through oral sex with a female, which I am probably 80% possibility that she's a big meth user, and I suspect she might have HIV. I mean, I caught all the symptoms: flu, fever, diarrhea. It persisted with the first symptoms were sore throat and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And this is from you giving her oral sex?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there you go. So it's a good thing. Did anybody put you on antiviral medication?
Yes, they did on a lot of it.
Interesting.
All right.
How long are you going to stay on it for?
Excuse me?
How long are you going to stay on it?
I actually just stopped taking it because, I had a recurrent sore throat.
How long did you take it for?
I took it for 2 weeks first after, 2 weeks. And then I got off of it. Then I got another throat infection. They called it tonsillitis, and then I was on it again.
They called it tonsillitis because that's what it was.
Yeah. All right, so Drew,
all right, good.
If you suspect you've been exposed to HIV now, let's say you're a healthcare worker.
Yeah, they'd give
a junkie stabbed you with something.
Right, they would give you antiviral medication to suppress the viral infection in the first place.
Because they don't want it to take hold.
Exactly.
And they would give you this for how long?
That I don't know.
Okay.
Don't know.
Well, I admire your candor and stupidity. Michelle?
Look it up during the break and figure it out.
Not interested. That ship sailed, Pinsky.
Michelle, what's up?
Hi. I was wondering, what exactly is the difference between somebody that really just enjoys sex and has a desire to be extremely sexually active and actually being addicted to sex?
It's really
consequences.
Yeah, consequences and history. In other words, did you have a trauma history, and are you starting to put yourself in harm's way now as a result of the sexual behaviors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I started having sex when I was 12, and
perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
Okay. And I'm 21 now, and I find myself just kind of in situations that I wouldn't ever think that I would be in, or maybe, for instance, I just had a threesome with a married couple, which I have expected, and nor did I necessarily want to do, but I was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, what happened? How'd that work? What did the chick look like? What'd you do? Did you have sex with the guy?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Didn't the wife get all upset about that?
Not at the time, but I'm not sure. I haven't really talked to them since.
Where was the wife when you were physically having intercourse with the husband?
On the bed with us.
And what was she doing?
Well, part of the time she was watching, and another part of the time we were interacting.
Oh, giving her oral, huh?
Yeah.
And what'd she look like?
You keep asking that.
I know. I want to know. Trying to get it straight.
Later.
Do you really want to know?
Well, later, like next break.
Okay.
Not later tonight.
I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about 14 minutes. Yeah. What'd she look like?
I don't know. She's like 5'4". She has huge.
Well.
Thin. Yeah.
Thin?
Yeah, she's pretty thin. Yeah.
With huge cans?
Yeah, very much so.
We got a break. I'm serious. Why do we always break late? And we always break late, Drew. We're always up against it. You know what I mean? We're always chasing it on this show. And they tell me, stop running late.
Turn off a new relief. Tonight, we're going to break 25 minutes early.
That's what. Well, okay, but hold on. Because we're always supposed to break at 11:20, right?
Yeah.
But I always go to like 11:27, right?
And we've been doing that for years.
We shouldn't even have come in tonight.
You should go home right now.
Or just to the car.
The hall. Bathroom.
Want to find, just kind of clear my head. You know what I mean? Just kind of. I've had a long day, and
what are you talking about?
I'm under a lot of stress.
I noticed
and I
that.
just need to, sort of clear my head a little bit.
Okay,
That's all.
Let's talk to Michelle Lamar.
After the break, or as a matter of fact, why don't we talk to her off? Is there a speaker in that bathroom? Is it the show's piped in? Man?
Yeah, I can keep talking to her. You go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
there's a delay though.
Well,
yeah. You could ask her a question, then run the bathroom.
Well, hold on. What, like a 6-second delay?
7-second delay.
7 seconds?
Perfect for you.
Let me try this. All right, Michelle.
Yes.
Yeah, Adam, take his headphones off, so he can't hear you yet. Go ahead. Wait, what do you want to ask her?
It's a two-parter.
Okay.
What was her cup size? How big were her areolas?
Okay, here you go. He left the room. Go ahead.
Double D.
Double D,
And her areolas are pretty good size.
Good size, like a saucer or a quarter? Or?
Probably like a $50.
$50.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Carolla will be back in about, let's see, 40 seconds. So, what was your question for tonight, by the way?
My question was the difference between, I'm just wondering if I just have an extremely high sex drive or if I am actually addicted to sex.
Were you sexually abused growing up?
I was molested when I was
well, there you go. But there you go. Unfortunately, Carolla's going to come in here with a head of steam in a second and be very angry with me for having oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
It's a little more than 7 seconds.
You all right?
Yeah, let's just keep it rolling. Is there any home improvement questions anyone has tonight? Also, automotive is something, field I'm interested. Let's keep it moving, Drew. Everybody with their nudity and everyone's rubbing on each other. I've had enough.
It's disgusting.
Let's see if we can help some people.
It's disgusting, right?
Well, yeah. It's not a goddamn adult bookstore running over here trying to help some people. Does anybody have a bladder infection or somebody have a tumor? Or again, a home improvement question would be nice. Break it up a little bit.
We could hear Mr. Greer and his neighborhood gang of kids.
Yeah, let me hear Mr. Greer talk about convert Drew's hormones into.
I was talking about the
black
morning
children.
after pill, and David L. Greer converted the names of the hormones into people's names.
Yeah.
Frank?
Black children.
Oh,
just gotta look for it. Drew brought it up 18 times tonight.
Yeah, I know, but I had it at a certain preset, and that got reset last night.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's loaded up. You gotta figure out which one it is.
Got it?
No, Drew, don't do that. Why do you do that?
Because you're about to go. You're about to go to a call, and
He'll
if he's
tell
got
us
it,
when
fine.
he's got it.
All right, let's go to call.
Got it. He's got to find it.
See?
Well, now he's
100
got it.
micrograms of ethinyl estradiol, which is
ethinyl, estradiol.
it's the progesterone. It's the levonorgestrel.
And where's levonorgestrel?
Or the norethindrone.
No, put that wiffle ball back down. Come in the house. So behind. I'm sick of these kids, man.
I even like the long version of it, too, where he's actually going to open house, disciplining the children. We've decided this is the funniest thing in the world.
We've ever done.
Yeah, and we didn't even do it. Anderson, when you're ready, tell us when you have the long version of that, because
All right, so
I'd like
Michelle
to hear it.
had been sexually abused, and now she's sexually preoccupied. So this is the makings of sexual addiction, sexual compulsion, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is that it can be gratifying for a while. Your sort of biology is sort of geared up for this. The problem is that this is a house of cards you'll look back upon when it falls as not such a great thing. It's like all my heroin addicts are very happy with heroin. They love it. That's why they're doing it. They love it.
Right.
But after a few years of that, things stop working out quite so well.
All right.
Or 2 milligrams of norethindrone.
Dave has a sister named norethindrone.
Yeah. Those, and again, it's take a dose of that now and a dose 12 hours later. That's what you need. There can also be the 100 micrograms of ethinyl estradiol, which is
ethinyl estradiol.
It's the progesterone. It's the levonorgestrel.
And where's levonorgestrel?
Or the norethindrone.
Norethindrone. Put that wiffle ball back down. Come in the house. So behind. I'm sick of these kids, man. Norethindrone. What is it? Epinestral.
Drew, what else? My dang name is kids.
Mifepristone. Mifepristone.
I'm here to pick up mifepristone. Mifepristone. Mifepristone, Mephistopheles. If you don't get into this Dodge Comet, at the count of 3, I will wear your behind out. And get Esperil, your sister, please.
Drew, what else you got?
Norgestrel.
Norgestrel. Norgestrel. Did you take my beer can? Norgestrel.
One more, Drew. There's one.
Yeah. Well, norethindrone. That was the original one.
There's got to be one more. Come on. Come on.
Oh my God.
Anything. It could be for high blood pressure.
Noliparous.
Noliparous. You are my oldest son. I have been. Noliparous, please. Bring your bicycle in the backyard. Street lights is on. Now come on, stop now. Stop playing.
David Allen Greer in studio tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I love that. He sounded like Esther Roll at a certain point.
Yeah.
He sounded like the mom from Good
We need
Times.
to bring him right back. This is too good. Right?
Yeah, but there's a price to pay.
What?
Well,
you have to get moral?
Dave.
Drew, you were begging me to shut his mic half the night.
Yeah,
what?
How dare you, Drew?
I was begging you to shut his mic.
Yeah, Eric Anderson, please shut it, please.
No, he was
not about that stuff.
Not that night. Other nights he comes in. Jason?
Yeah.
You're 22?
Yeah, I am.
I've said it 100 times over the last week. On my birthday.
Yeah. Well, no, Christmas. Let's go. It's too late. I can't wait till the birthday.
You were going to show up with what at my house?
Stedman's Medical Dictionary.
Stedman's Medical Dictionary.
And the physician's desk reference of drugs.
Okay, is that enough?
That between the two of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6,700 pages of
6,700 pages?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's just a start.
Yeah, but it'll be a good start.
And then David Allen Greer's coming over. And we're going to convert every single name in that book to a black child's name.
Well, you have that karaoke set up.
I'm going to put him on mic.
And there we go.
And that'll be it. Jason?
Yeah.
You're 22?
We got to film the whole damn thing, though.
What's up?
Yeah, hey, I'd say about 3.5 years ago, I had a urinary tract infection. I went to the doctor. I had some blood in my urine, and gave me some sulfur drugs, and it cleared up. But, it kept coming back. And, there had always been a certain degree of pain associated with it, but after a while, the pain just kind of went away, and I just had the blood. And so they went in for a surgical operation and just looked around in my bladder for some cysts.
Well, they didn't do an operation. They did a cystoscopy on there where they just take a scope and look around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
I'm just so amused I have to translate. People can't. It's funny, though.
They say surgical and operation.
Right.
Well, look, that's what people do. They used hyperbole. They're like, oh, man, I fell off my skateboard, split my head wide open. Literally split it wide open. Literally split my head open.
But what troubles me is I don't mind individuals doing this. I understand people talk that way, but that's the press now has become this, too.
Yeah.
10,000 people dead.
10,000, New Orleans.
Oh, no, wait a minute. 412.
4 and 12. It was like 197 or something the last.
How long have I been saying that?
Well, they do that with everything. People forget they did it with 9/11 too.
Yeah, but there were still thousands of people dead. It's a different thing.
Well, yeah, there was, but there wasn't 8,000 people dead. There was 2,900 and change dead. Yeah. I mean, look, you're reporting news. You don't. Here's the thing. You don't say the Dodgers won 26-3 when they won 4-3, and you don't say the Space Shuttle Columbia cost NASA $200 gazillion when it costs $200 million. You wait, you get the numbers.
Yes.
You can talk about catastrophes. You can talk about human toll and all that kind of stuff. But saying people think as many as 10,000, that doesn't mean anything.
The mayor says 10,000. Who cares what the mayor says?
Hey, you guys notice that they sound almost disappointed when they're coming in with the low numbers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are. Well,
they're
not only disappointed, they're so far from right. I mean, it's one thing to be off by 100%. It's another thing to be off by thousands of percentiles. You know, I mean, they're just way off.
And it was obvious they were.
Yeah, well, it was obvious to anyone who knows human nature to know that the people who evacuated themselves early on obviously were out of town, and the ones that stayed behind were pretty much prepared to be flooded. They just went to the roof.
And not only that, but that had there been thousands of people still missing, people would be desperate to find them.
Yes.
You would see people on TV every day begging for help.
Yeah, there's chaos, but not 10,000 people. I don't know why we do that, and we never go low. And we never go, oh, there may be up to 80 people dead. Turns out there's 197.
And by the way, 80 people, a lot of people dead, by the way. Not to minimize
enough
the
for
deaths.
Me.
Yeah.
Enough.
But
you'd be much closer.
In a city the size of that whole area, probably 100 people or so die every day, normally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's also that.
No, I don't know. I don't know those statistics, but there are certain, in any given 3-day period in a large city, there's going to be 50 people just dying from whatever reason.
It's got to be more than that.
Well, it does?
Yeah.
All right.
And 100 people being born.
It's depressing. No, I mean, look, here's the deal. In a city that size, there are going to be a couple of people that die behind the wheel of an automobile. There are going to be a couple of people that get shot or stabbed, and there are going to be an S-load of people that just succumb to old age.
Every nursing home is going to have somebody die.
It's going to have somebody die.
Hundreds of nursing homes.
Right,
yeah.
right. So deduct those. Thank you. All right. Jason?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
That's all right. So, I mean, they did this procedure, and they didn't come up with anything, and it kind of went away for a while. But every now and then, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 times a year, I just get some blood in my urine, and I'm just wondering what's up with that.
It needs. It's actually a complicated issue to work up thoroughly. You need to go back. You may need to see something called. You saw a urologist. That's the one looked up there with the scope. Did you have an IVP test where they put some dye in your kidney?
Yeah.
Look for stones. Did they do an ultrasound?
Yeah, they did that too.
Yeah. You may want to check in with the urologist again and ultimately see a nephrologist. Sometimes there can be specific kidney doctor.
Let's put that on the list.
And there can be specific, what you call disease of the nephron, of the actual units of the kidney, the glomerular disease or tubular disease, and needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Now I walk around all day, and I just think about words or names that David Allen Greer could convert into his black children.
I stood in front of my medicine cabinet. I have these, samples that the drunken was giving me, and I just thought of that. All the names of the medicine.
Yeah.
Imagine what he would do with it.
Yeah, and I'm like standing around, and the producer will be like, "We got to do a rehearsal," and I'll be like, "Rehearsal? Nah, that's not good." And I'll be like, well, "Why? It doesn't sound right. What else you got?" I don't know what you're thinking. That's me. We're doing a run through. Too bumpy. We're looking for like 3 syllables. There's something better. That's not good. That doesn't flow. Yeah, I just stare. I just stare at objects.
Maybe he could call in tonight. He could call in and we'd do a little bit for us.
Dag's not listening. He's on top of some 17-year-old.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Come on, buddy. You know how he works. We're going to take ourselves a quick break. When we come back, we're going to speak to Maggie. 15-year-old cousin hits on her. Oh, creepy. Staying for the
19,
weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, she's 19. Sorry. 15-year-old cousin hits on her. Tells her parents. All right, she wants to know what to tell her parents. We'll talk to Maggie after this. Yeah. Hey, it's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. I have to laugh because I was thinking about the very famous comedy bit Abbott and Costello did, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the 40s?
Yeah.
Not the 30s.
No.
The 40s.
Yeah.
Who's on first? Arguably the most famous comedy bit ever conceived.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I was thinking about who's on first the other day and realized conceptually it's horrible. Because there has to be a guy named Who, and a guy named What, and a guy named Because, and a guy named I don't know.
Well, the opening thing is that there are all these goofy names for players.
Oh, they never do that part.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Well, do that part. Let me hear that part.
Well, Costello, I'm going to New York with you. Bucky Harris, the Yankees manager, gave me a job as coach for as long as you're on the team. Costello says, look, Abbott, if you're the coach, you must know all the players' names. I certainly do. Well, I've never met the guys, so you'll have to tell me their names, then I'll know who's playing on the team. No, I'll tell you the names, but, it seems to me these days these players get very peculiar names. You mean funny names, strange names, pet names, like Dizzy Dean, his brother Daffy Dean, their French cousin, Gouffé
Right.
Dean.
Right.
Must have been some players.
All right, so they do at least set it up a little bit. But the idea that that there's nobody named in the world named Who or What or I don't know.
Yeah.
Means the bit's fundamentally flawed.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with Fred Willard once on a on a bus or an airplane or something like that, and he said, well, they used to do this bit with bands. They did a Who's on First with bands in like the 70s or the 80s, but they used the band The Who.
Right.
And then the Guess Who. And then Yes.
This sounds familiar, yes.
And then so the concert promoter said, who's playing? And the guy said, guess who? And he said, I don't know. And then he said, and yes. And so are you agreeing with me? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It actually works because they're bands that had that name.
Yes.
This should not be the all-time greatest comedy bit because there's nobody named Who.
You're right.
Thank you.
Flawed.
You want to do the very beginning anyway, Drew? Go ahead, buddy. And he doesn't have to look at it. He can do it from memory.
You the manager? Yes. You know the fellow's name? Well, I should. Well, then who's on first? Yes. I mean the fellow's name. That's it. That's Who. Yeah, so go ahead and tell me. Who's the guy on first? That's right.
Go.
Listen, all I want to know is what's the guy's name on first base? No, what's on second base? I don't know. He's on third. So anyway, you go.
Yeah, go.
That's it as far as I can go.
All right, but good job. Not even reading, everybody. Dr. Drew. Dr. Who? All right.
Hey, wait, guys, let me finish this thing. All callers
keep going with the Who's
all callers get on the air tonight will receive 2 tickets to Cry Wolf about some students who exploit the news of a recent murder. They create an online sort of mystery that comes to life and it kills everybody. And everyone who gets tickets will also qualify to win a trip to see Block Party anywhere they play in Europe. They're obviously on the soundtrack. And this Friday is when Cry Wolf opens in theaters everywhere.
You lie, you die. All right. Maggie?
Yeah?
19.
Uh-huh.
If the 15-year-old cousin who's a male?
Yeah. He is aggressively hitting on me.
Now, give us an example
What does he
of that.
say? Yeah.
All right. We went swimming. We get back to the house. I go in my room to change, and he follows me in there. I say,
15.
leave. He says, no. I say, leave. He says, no, let me watch you change.
Oh, boy.
I say, no, you leave right now. He says,
who's
no,
on?
I'm not.
Oh.
Jumps on me and pins me to the bed.
Whoa.
Grabs my boob and is like, no, come on, let me stay. Let me watch you change. And I'm like, no, get the... Oops, sorry. Get off
Maggie.
of...
Maggie's all class. I'm just trying to put this... I'm just imagining the
they're from
environment.
the same family.
Yeah, I know. Just imagine what kind of the trailer looks like.
How dare you? Now,
You're fat.
I do know what it's like to be 15 and just sort of out of my mind.
And some 15-year-olds are even more than others. They're just...
Ooh. A little glimpse into Drew's childhood, everybody. Passionate man. But at one point in his life, it was an unbridled passion. Could not be contained. Yes?
Yeah, as I said, I'm memorizing comedy routines.
Not enough mace in the world to hold back Drew's passion at 15. Maggie.
Yeah.
Please do not use the F word on the radio.
I am very sorry.
You're
right,
fat.
yeah.
How dare you,
Drew,
Adam?
please.
How dare you stop and make this woman take a break?
What do you look like in a bikini?
I
no.
look fine, I think.
Adam may have to leave again. Oh, no.
No, I mean, do you look good in a bikini?
I'm about average.
All right.
I mean, I could stand to lose 10 pounds, but I'm fine.
How much do
Speaking
you
of
weigh?
bikini, do you ever watch that show Laguna Beach?
Hold on. How much do you weigh?
Marcus is into it.
140.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
But you ever watch that show?
No, I haven't seen Laguna
You're
Beach.
going to get hooked on it. You got to go see that.
It's the worst show on television.
The MTV show?
I disagree. It makes me cringe, makes my skin crawl to watch it, but it's actually well done.
Yeah. I thought it was the real OC or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Same show?
It's called Laguna Beach.
It's
yeah.
embarrassing to be an American and have that show on.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree. It's a social commentary, the likes of which, I mean...
It's a reality show, right?
Yeah, but you will love it.
It's why the Taliban hates
You will
us.
love it. Yes, it is. Absolutely, Anderson. I totally agree with you.
Why? What goes on? Hot chicks?
Just watch. You just go watch.
Well, ever since I took my last bathroom break, there's no interest in women anymore. Again.
Never again.
Yeah. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll take your home improvement questions.
Adam declared, never again.
Never
Disgusting.
again. Disgust myself. Maggie.
Yes.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Maggie, you need to discipline this guy.
Yeah, where were his folks?
Rat him out.
Absolutely. Why no?
Well, you know what you need
Wait
to
a
do?
minute. Why
Now, here's
no?
what you need to do.
Okay, first off, he is, up until now, he's been one of my favorite cousins, and I don't want to, I'm, trying to avoid making too huge of a deal out of this.
All right, slow down.
Secondly...
I'll slow down. Slow down. Let me just say this. Said it before. When stupid people gather steam, they start swearing.
Yes, right. Good point.
Believe me,
there was going to be an effort.
My favorite, my favorite reel would be stupid people dropping the F-bomb in front of judges in courtrooms once they got going. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
When you're stupid, your mouth moves at 40 miles an hour and your brain moves at 25 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, you got to remember that when you're like that, F and S and those words, they're like commas and things. They're just ways you punctuate.
When you get going in front of a judge, you will drop the F-bomb, no problem at all. All right. Now, slow down, baby. He was your favorite cousin, and then he hit puberty.
Yeah.
So, here's what you need to tell him if he does anything even close to this.
I mean, close. Him touching you is not okay, Maggie.
Okay.
Anything that's even remotely creepy, you say to him, look, you do anything, and I'm just going to talk to your parents. That's it. End of discussion.
That may not even do anything to this guy. If he's that out of control, he may not give a...
Well, jumping on you and grabbing your boob is sexual assault.
Yeah. That's criminal behavior, basically.
I didn't think of it that way.
Well, that's the problem. That you're not thinking of it.
Were you ever abused?
No. No, I haven't.
Don't be alone with this kid. And you'd be helping him if you alerted everybody to what's going on and sort of could have got together and tried to figure out what's going wrong.
Is he coming to spend the weekend?
Yeah. And I only see him twice a year.
How does he relate it to you exactly?
He is my grandmother's sister's grandson, so we're second cousins.
Grandmother's sister's grandson.
And he really iterates on, we're not first cousins, we're second cousins. It's okay.
I'm not even sure that's second cousin. That's sort of like somebody lives in the same... it's like calling a descendant of Eve your second...
It's creepy. End of story.
No, no, that's fine, but it's creepy that they sort of tell you this is your cousin, too.
All right. Look, if he does anything, you tell somebody. Yeah. That's all. Not give him the chance. I mean, you could talk to him.
Yes.
Yeah, look,
But
you're
don't be alone with
19,
him.
he's 15. Pull him aside and go, look, what happened last summer or whatever.
Ain't going to happen again.
Ain't going to happen again. And if it does, everyone's going to know about it. Okay. Who do you want to talk to? Endometriosis?
No, I'm sorry, 5.
Okay. Let's talk to
Kelly.
Kelly, 23. Kelly?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Kelly the dude. Dating the 34-year-old.
Yep.
She's got 2 kids, did you say?
No, just one. She has a
One. Oh, 16-year-old. Hot. And she's 34.
Yeah.
All right. I already smell a little trouble. She's been divorced. Yes?
No.
No. She never got married.
Been married.
Okay. And where's the biological father?
Unknown.
What's the unknown? What's the question?
I was wondering about advice in relationships between people of such a different age group.
You're not that different.
Yeah, I wonder more about sort of, who you are as people. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just 34-year-old, a 16-year-old. What could she have in common with a 23-year-old?
Well, whatever. They're in love.
Are you?
I emancipated myself at 15, so.
You what?
Oh, he emancipated himself. Well, I did that in the bathroom about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Why did you emancipate yourself?
My mom's a drunk and my dad's a drug addict.
No, all right.
Good job. Well, again, if there's something in common here, that's fine. But it's just a little different stage of life, and somebody with a kid, and you're a young man. You're very young. But whatever, that's fine. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Go for it. If you're in love and this is it, then go for it. Is there any reasons why you shouldn't?
I was just wondering for the age group difference, really.
It's not that big a difference.
We both have good careers. I'm the manager.
Yeah, you got careers. It's 10 years, a few months. Let me say this, Drew. You know, there's a lot of guys that get crap for, dating or marrying or whatever out of their age range.
Right.
You know, Michael Douglas gets a little crap for Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, she's hot. And Tom Cruise for Katie Holmes and that kind of stuff. Do you know the guy who gets no crap?
The young guy with the old girl?
Well, he doesn't, but you know who doesn't get any crap either?
Who?
I mean, no, I'm not specific. Celebrities. The guy gets under everyone's radar. No one dares breathe a word.
Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon?
No, she's older than he is.
That's what I'm saying. He never gets anything.
You decided. No. Drew.
An older guy with a younger girl.
Drew,
okay, all right.
Let's just recap.
All right, an older guy with a younger girl.
Just please recap this so we can figure out how your brain works.
Here's what it was. I said a couple times to you, you mean a younger guy?
I said no.
No, you didn't say no.
No, look. I said, look, a lot of guys get crap in our society. Michael Douglas gets crap for dating Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Tom Cruise, or for marrying. Tom Cruise gets crap for dating, his Katie Holmes.
Older guys get crap for younger girls.
Yes, I didn't say that. I said, you know who doesn't get crap? Which implies, yes, he's doing the same thing.
Right. Well, I didn't get that.
To most human beings.
I said
you decide in your head it went the other way around. I don't know why. You know who doesn't get crap for?
Who's that?
It's implied doing the same thing. Now think. Now you got to think. Tim Robbins. She's like 8 years older than he is.
Yeah, I'm just saying this is only 11
Why
years.
would you give him crap?
I'm just saying that we don't give her crap for
Well, she shouldn't. She's 51, he's 43 or whatever.
The point is we don't, when it's reversed, we don't give people crap.
It gets brought up.
We sort of condemn the men a little more. When
yeah, but if you had a 55-year-old chick and a 20, when Cher dated the bagel boy or the pizza guy or whatever, then she got a fair amount of crap.
Hefner would give some crap to her.
Well, he's iconic.
Special case.
Anybody? Anyone? Big name, big star? Been on the scene a long time? You ready?
Yeah.
You might be a little frustrated.
I'm sure I will.
Give him another second.
Give me a hint. Give me a hint. Oh, you know already?
Does Anderson know?
Of course, don't I?
Give me a hint.
Doesn't everyone know?
I probably do, but give me a hint.
I don't know. I don't think it's that obvious. Go ahead, Anderson. Give the initials.
Give me a hint.
A.K.?
A.K.?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think Anderson knows. All right, here's the name. Paul McCartney.
Paul
McCartney. I'm not going that direction.
Oh,
he's still
dyslexic.
Drew, do you see what you do to everybody? My examples were two guys that were much older than the gals they were dating, and I said, you know who doesn't get crap?
I wouldn't come up with Paul McCartney.
No, because it doesn't come to mind.
I didn't know she was that much younger.
He's 63.
How old is she?
She's 37.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dag when you're talking about that direction.
Well, that's different.
I never was going any of the other directions. Here's my deal. He lost his wife.
Yeah.
B, she lost a leg.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
She was a model. She's a model that lost a leg.
Wow.
He doesn't get crap. She's a model.
Interesting.
She's blonde. She's hot. He would get crap. She lost a leg. He doesn't get crap. And his old lady died. Now, he hooked up with her. I don't know. It's been 4 or 5 years. I mean, he could have been 59 or 60. I mean, here's the deal. When they hooked up, he was like 58 and she was 30.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No crap.
Yeah.
No such a thing.
Interesting.
Lost a leg. You want to get away, you got rid of that leg.
Or an arm or something, yeah.
No one says a goddamn word about Paul McCartney. Great guy. Great guy. Ah, look at her. She lost a leg. You'd date a 9-year-old. If her leg was gone, it'd be like, oh, my God, he's a saint. Now, she's a model and she's blonde, but the missing leg fixes it.
Yeah.
And then your wife, who you're very much in love with, dying instead of you cheating on her, pow.
You get a bye.
You get a pass. All right. Should we take a break, Drew?
Let's do.
We'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Or let me tell you something, Drew.
Tell me.
I just went and tried some of those big tub of mixed nuts that we keep hidden back there.
Yeah.
But they were rancid.
Oh, no.
I picked them up, and the lid, and it's one of those kinds no, not the snap-on lid, the screw, but the big screw-on.
Yeah.
You know, like you get at the...
It's a mason jar.
Yeah. You snap that, you screw that baby on, you lock it down.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I do is I pick it up and notice the lid is just rattling, as if it was just set on, but not turned snugly.
Yeah.
Not even turned at all, just sitting there. Then, of course, I sniff it. The nuts are rancid. What the hell is going on? That people don't put lids on or snap things down or put caps on? What is going on?
Let me tell you what I'm hearing.
This did not goddamn exist 30 years ago in this country.
What I'm hearing is your wife doesn't do it.
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
No, my wife does do it.
Huh?
I beat her like a mule, but she finally has learned to do it. No, what, Drew? No. What's going on is, I work. Look,
it's the disposable thing we talked about last night. Everything's disposable.
No, it's everyone can kiss my ass is what it is. I'm done with the nuts. Right. Therefore, I'm not going to burn 1/2 calorie twisting this goddamn lid onto it.
Right.
We made it easy. We have snap tops on everything now.
Yeah.
I open the refrigerator at my work. There's the squeeze mayonnaise with the snap lid facing straight up. Don't even take your thumb and snap it down. Microwave doors hanging open. Peanut butter jar caps off. There's a knife stuck in it. People don't give an F. Mm-hmm. All I can think is people are not being raised correctly anymore.
Right.
Because there used to be a time that if you pulled that crap, your parents would yell at you.
That's right, Pops.
Pops Carolla.
That's right.
Now you do that crap, and people are like, look, buddy, you know what it is? It's all these goddamn Mountain Dew and Nike commercials, all these stupid commercials where everyone's going, hey, man, you do it for yourself. You do it for you. You challenge yourself. You do it yourself.
Worst message to humanity of all time.
That's right. There's only one of you, man. When God came, the heavens parted and God smiled and he created you. Well, of course, that guy's not going to put the effing lid back on the peanut butter. It's only him.
Right.
I can't. It boggles my mind. I mean, I can't open a thing of ketchup, squeeze it out, and not snap the lid down.
I can't either. I have toothpaste, all that. I have to put it on. And by the way, toothpaste is just a snap thing now.
It is now at the point where every time I go to the urinal, there's just a big basket of urine waiting for my arrival.
Oh, because no. Well,
people can't even reach up and flip the goddamn thing.
A little bit of a justification for that is that we're so used to the automatic toilets, people don't think they have to flush toilets anymore.
No.
But how about the urine and the butt? Urine and the butt waiting for you.
I've done surveys on this. People just think, I don't want to touch this filthy handle.
Right.
So
here's a butt to add to my urine.
Why not? I'm not going to touch this handle. You can just look at a nice frothy schooner of my whiz pull up. I just mean there's a whole thing of goddamn mixed nuts, and I'm not talking about the small packet. I'm talking about the jumbo thing that is rancid, and I just threw away because some a-hole wouldn't screw the goddamn lid on.
Yeah.
What's going on, people? You think you're the only person on the planet? This whole entitlement thing has effed everything up.
You know where that came from.
Oh, yeah. Oh, believe me. Yeah. That came from the left. That came from the liberals. Yeah.
And then the legal system.
And there's big proponents of it. Yeah. Guys like Jesse Jackson, they love that stuff. Oh, and it's working like a charm, too, baby. Nothing going to help people out faster than telling them they don't have to do anything. It's awesome. Yeah, always get to be a victim. Never have to get off your ass. Never have to do anything for anyone else. Don't let anyone ever tell you what to do. Don't let anyone ever tell you what to do. You're special. You're an individual.
People work for you.
You're going to have an awesome life.
Yeah.
The worst message you can send to your kids.
Absolutely.
Shut up and kiss. Do you understand that there was a problem with people screwing the caps back onto the ketchup? So the ketchup manufacturers of the world all got together in Helsinki, Finland, for the ketchup symposium.
After the mayonnaise symposium in Reykjavik?
Drew said something funny once a year, and that was it, everybody. Enjoy. He waited till late this year. Normally shoots his wad in like March.
What did I say about the dime for size? What was that?
Dime for scale.
That was for scale.
Yeah, but what?
That was funny.
What was in relation?
I don't know, but you should have written it down because it was the last funny thing you said. It was over 9 months ago. Yeah, after the mayonnaise symposium in Reykjavik, the ketchup manufacturers of the world, they all got together and they said, "Look,
in Helsinki,
yeah. not in our great country, not in Europe, not in Asia, not in South or Central America, but the goddamn lazy Americans are so fat and so entitled that they can't even screw a 2-ounce lid back onto their beloved ketchup. So, I have a foolproof idea. We'll make a plastic pop lid. Then they'll have to snap it shut after they use it." Well, you vastly underestimated our retarded resolve. You didn't realize just how committed we were to not doing a goddamn thing for anybody else but ourselves. So, you better do better. You got to do better than that. I'm going to deliver the keynote address at the next one in Helsinki. Mr. Hines, Mr. Who else I got in there? Hines,
Del Monte.
Mr. Del Monte, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Thank you. I would open with a few ketchup jokes. I would open with a few ketchup jokes and take a few cheap shots at barbecue sauce.
A1.
An A1. Now they have their attention, address the bigger issues, which is this snap lid. Thank you. Sandra?
Oh, anything?
Yes?
Oh, how come there are two of you talking?
Huh?
Okay. What's the question?
It's just me. What do you want to know?
Where in Montana are you calling from?
Billings.
You're
Mormon?
Billings, Montana.
I'm sorry?
Are you a Mormon?
No.
Okay.
I'm a Catholic.
Right. We're 1,000% on that. And I'll tell you the reason we called, Sandra.
Yes.
We heard some pretty disturbing things about you
the
having...
copper industry.
The copper industry in that area.
It's not
The Anaconda
disturbing.
mine is closing down.
Dreams. That's totally natural.
We
They're
were
natural,
talking about
correct?
copper. We were talking about copper ore, Sandra, the indigenous metal of Montana.
The
Now,
Anaconda,
Anaconda mine is closed. A lot of people out of work in that part of the country. We want to know what you want to do about it.
Butte's in trouble.
Well, yeah, I haven't had any in a couple, 2 months or so, but, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I mean, it's totally about sexual gratification because, I've been having dreams about sexual gratification with other girls, but I don't think they're, lesbian dreams by any means. I mean,
I think this is about the strangest conversation that I've ever had.
The copper in its ore form, Drew.
It's in the ground. They have to go dig they
have to go many miles deep.
Huge trucks, giant trucks. Yeah.
And, what people don't realize is for every metric ton of rock they pull out of the ground, it only yields a few ounces of actual pure copper.
And back in the day when labor was cheap and they could extract all that, but
no. It's not about the dreams. Okay, yeah, I have dreams about eating out girls. And I have dreams about girls eating out me, but
and so they closed the mines down. The Anaconda mines were shut down, and so it really affected the economy in Montana.
Oh yeah,
and so,
a lot of families out of work.
It has to do with the economy, correct?
Yeah. Well, also, coppers, pennies, made of copper, and that's not used as a form of currency anymore.
Yeah, they thought of eliminating the penny, and Montana's had to find a new industry, and they found they found tourism.
Oh, actually, nice. Because I was going to say, copper's still used quite extensively in construction. Copper piping.
Sure.
It's also one of the greatest conductors of electricity known to man.
Right, that's right.
Fantastic wiring. Armatures are wired with copper. How say you, Maggie? I mean, Sandra?
Yes.
Sandra?
Yeah.
How say you?
I'm sorry?
How say you?
How say me?
How say you?
Okay, no, that has nothing to do with it. Like, my dreams have nothing to do with, like, no.
Oh my God. Oh, my God. I wish people could have heard that.
She dropped a mega F-bomb. That was awesome.
Not at us. It was just sort of floated. It was a floated F-bomb.
All right, let's recruit.
Let's do.
All right, we'll be back. Well, that's it. That's the show. We will take ourselves a little break.
We'll continue talking about copper futures when we return.
Yeah, in the 1 o'clock hour. Bravery is going to be in here tomorrow night, and isn't it The Bravery?
Yes.
It is, isn't it? We'll take a little 22-hour break until next time.
Cares.
This is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. Yeah, what'd she look like?
Thin.
With huge cans?
Yeah, very much so.
We got a break. I'm serious. Why do we always break late? And we always break late, Drew. We're always up against it. You know what I mean? We're always chasing it on this show. You know, and they tell me, stop running late.
This has been Loveline. Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.